You know, it's really tempting to use Ray's live 2D model for almost everything, but I will reserve more serious topics to my face cam. I'm sorry you guys are stuck with it. Hey, what your boys 0101's doing today? As for me, relieved. Now, while you guys know this is pure opinion, you can put this on the side if you want to. There's nothing really to look at. Mainly just my opinions on Kometa Virtual Live and I guess its future. Not much really to say. So again, purely opinion. You don't even have to care what I have to say because again, opinion, whatever. Um, I've said this before, and it feels a bit odd as someone who was kind of there at the beginning of Kometa, even though it doesn't mean much. I'm really not saying that I have any influence of anything of any sort. But it feels odd, and I think, at least to me, this is the end for Kometa. Like whatever they want to do, I don't think I'm gonna pay really any attention to. So, we're just gonna go through my notes here because I have things written down. So, um, it's been exactly 2 years since Kometa showed itself to the world. I've been very supportive since the start. I made my own little videos on it. Not much to say. It got a little attention because I got help from people to spread the word about it. So that's a fluke in that case of like attention to my own video, to be honest. um, and I know this isn't really, you know, I don't really have any influence on things, and I all I wanted to do was, be a fan. I didn't want to take advantage of what I knew, who I knew of that sort, and that I didn't want, of course, to just be some kind of leech. As much as I am being a drama YouTuber around VTubers, I didn't want to be at least a leech on Kometa and their talents and take advantage of things. So yeah, I just wanted to be the best fan I could, and well, that blinded me to a few things. So I've definitely been hard on Kometa because I wanted them to do well, and I don't know if it was too much. It's too dreamy of me to do so, and I've definitely been wrong about things, especially in staff Chan theory. So I will say that I was wrong. Um, and I know maybe this doesn't come much from me, right? You know, being someone who had known gear before, but I'm really disappointed in how things have gone. Um, so sad to say that they're not going to have my support anymore. Kometa, Gira, the whole shebang. But again, maybe not much coming from me. I wasn't really close to him anyways. It's fine. Um, so yeah. I want to address a few things like the press conference that was held by Kometa and Giro is the main speaker of that. I don't think it really said much. I know that there was mention about restructuring, changing training, him stepping back from the public eye, which I understand where he's coming from with that. I know that he was trying to be just like the other um, CEO managers and be the fun one that's online and interacting with fans. But I guess maybe to his own detriment, right? It sounds good and all, but it does sound like he was biting off more than he could chew, and he should have maybe had more plans from the start. I don't know. That's again opinion. Um, and there was a question about the selling of IPs of Miri and Virgil, and his answer was quite clear. Um, but there's also a part of me. There's so many things I want to say, but again, I've promised a lot of stuff that I can't really say. But what I can say, from what I know, it's a funny answer, and uh, again, increases my disappointment in how things have gone. So time will tell how things improve for sure. Like I said earlier, they've lost me as a fan. I don't have a good outlook for Kometa, So if you're still a fan, you're watching this, and you don't like me, that's totally fine. And we can have different opinions. I've said that before. We're human. We have different opinions. We can disagree. So that's fine. But I personally don't see any prosperous future for Kometa. And in a way, I kind of hope to be wrong. And I know as sad as many things seem right now I'm late to the party, really. As things as sad may seem, this is the best for everyone involved, from what I can understand. And I do hope that Kometa does improve for the next flagship, their Gen 2, and again, hopefully their mail branch. But maybe, I don't know how much like I said, I don't think I'll pay attention to them. So the only regrets I really have at this point is not being more involved with the community and only being only involved in the last few months. But the community seems great and warm and interesting. And thank you for welcoming me as well, as divisive as I have been. So yeah, thank you guys. I don't know who to really thank individually, but yeah, thank you everyone there. I did take some time to watch Miria and Virgil's VODs. I finally finished Miria's today. Just been busy, life, very emotional for sure. And watching their streams, I'm like, it just shows that why people enjoyed both of them. And again, that's why it kind of deepens my regret. Like, I should have watched more. Well, whose fault is that? Mine. And I love kind of going full circle that Virgil did. She started with a flashbang and ended with a flashbang. So it ended with bang, opened with bang. Kind of poetic. It kind of hit me. And I know with Miria, much more emotional. Very well done still. And I know that Miria, she mentioned that she's pursuing a master's degree, so I'm hoping the best for that, especially as someone who's a failure here. Do what the old man here can't do, okay? Do what you can do, all right? Yeah. And I know Virgil is working towards something as well. I'm glad to have seen an update on that this morning. So if you guys want to ask around, I'm sure you can easily find out who is who and what she's up to. Yeah, that's I think all I really have to say for today. Thank you guys for listening to this just opinion piece. Miria, Virgil, if you're watching, thank you again. And I'm small fry on the pan here. Everyone who's a fan, I'll be seeing you around.